Thank you, Melissa, for arranging the time to speak with me. You've been in the forefront of the distribution to the of structured products to the retail clients in South Africa. So what has been the main changes in the last 3 years?
So Tiago, the main changes have been around the accessibility of structured products. So before, if you think back 3 to 5 years, structured products were really only for fund managers. Then it kind of progressed into the discretionary investment space where clients could access them via stockbroking accounts. And finally, we've seen an evolution of structured products being used on platforms where you can either house them in discretionary investments or inside retirement annuities or living annuities. So it's just becoming more practical use for advisors to understand that they don't just have to stick with equities, bonds, property, cash, but they've actually got this other asset that can provide some levels of capital protection with some kind of an upside. And for advisors like me and for a lot of advisors who outsource to discretionary fund managers like ourselves as well, there's a massive need to try and grow a client's capital, especially in retirement, but without putting any of it at risk. Because unfortunately, one of the sad reality of South Africa is that a very small percentage of South Africans actually get to retirement with enough. And at that time, you don't have time on your side to ride out volatility in the equity markets. You need some kind of an asset class like structured products that can give you those inflation beating returns but without the capital volatility.
Okay, thank you. What do you think is the future of structured products in South Africa?
I believe we're at our infinity. Really, we mentioned it today as well, in terms of the licensing that advisors have that allows them to advise on structured products. It's a tiny percentage, less than 10%. So I really believe we're at an exciting stage where we literally, this little gem is at its infancy, and we've got so much upside. Because if we can get those education levels growing, if we can somehow get the licensing of advisors to grow, whether it be through key individuals sharing their expertise and categories in those financial services providers, or allowing other advisors to sit on our licenses to absorb all of our skills and experience under supervision, that's the way we're going to really grow this into the mainstream and start to really take some proper and meaningful market share.
And for you, what's the importance of conferences like this?
Massive in terms of education and networking. I mean, today I've met with the NASDAQ, MSC in terms of, have you thought about using our indices? I met with Standard Bank after our conference, after our panel session, because obviously I was talking about how much we do with Investec and ABSA. And one of the guys from Standard Bank offshore came to us and said, please come to our sessions. We are in South Africa four times a year, aimed at end client and advisor. I never even knew about that. I'm a Standard Bank client myself. I mean, that's really the benefit for us.
And what do you say is the most important thing you're taking with you from today?
Today I take from me, in terms of technology, how exciting it is, how all these new platforms like Wealthport and Halo are embracing the technology they've got at their fingertips. So it's also a wake-up call for advisors like myself as well to realize you have to continuously upskill, because if you don't provide those products or services to your advisors or to your clients, they're either going to find the advisors who do, or they're going to go direct. So you just need to be able to make sure that you embracing everything that's out there, continuously upskilling so that you and your business is not only future-proof but provides your client with the investment solutions they deserve.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Tiago.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.